Morning world, welcome to 21st of July. Tomorrow's the big day. That's not really a big day. I've had 55 of them, so it's my birthday tomorrow. We have had a couple of parcels turn up in the post today, which I know some of you have sent us in, and for that I am very, very grateful. So I kind of almost feel a little bit special. Mrs. P says I'm special, but I don't think she means it in quite the same way. Dirty lucky bugger.
I do look at the comments though.
Well, I'm off to Bristol to one of our fairly regular tree customers, which is a nursing home. I actually think it's quite a small job I'm going to go and look at, but we look after the big ones and the small ones, you know, it all goes in the melting pot together. I've left Biscuit at home with Mrs. P because they're going to walk up to town, and I think the dog is far better off on the lead walking up in the fresh air than sitting in a 20+ degree hot van. And I don't know how long I'm going to be parked in Bristol, and I know there's no shade in the car park, or very little. So rather than leave the dog potentially in hot sunshine, she's going to go for a walk with Mrs. P, and I think she'll be a lot happier for it. She'll be miffed that I haven't taken her, but if she knew what I was doing, I'm sure if she was given the choice, she'd go for the walk. More chance of seeing squirrels there anyway. Okay, Bristol. This will be my first visit to a city this year. I'm not really a town city person. I go there because that's where the work is, but I rarely go by choice. So Mrs. P and the girls like to go in shopping, and occasionally I'll go with them just so I get to spend a bit of time with them, but yeah, it's not my thing. Give me trees and grass over buildings and people any day. So most of you have been on little car trips with me around the countryside. I get lots of comments regarding the width of our roads and how small and narrow they are. So this trip is actually going to take us down the M5 motorway. And I'm pretty sure that especially our American cousins are going to say your motorway is about the same width as our street, which in some cases it probably is. But just for comparison, say, and so some of you can sample some of our bit of motorway, I'm going to stick you on time lapse when I get to the M5, and you can share a trip down the motorway with me. I mean, the Brits are going to find this dull because it's a motorway, but you foreign gentlemen and ladies might be interesting. It's different. So I've looked at my trees, sorted out my numbers, so it's time to go home. So I think we did it on time lapse on the way here, so maybe I'll video normal speed on the way there, and I can play with speeds and stuff. Yeah. So the nerves of driving in the city have definitely kicked in a little bit. I feel like I've got to have eyes in the back of my head. But there you go. Give me a day at it, I'll soon get used to it again. Except I don't intend to stay here for a day. Yeah, I'll open the window, you can hear a bit of it too. Sadly, I don't actually know much about fish ponds in Bristol, so I can't really give you a running commentary on what you're seeing. And the big trees on either side of the road are London plane trees, which have obviously had a bit of a pollarding over the last year or so. Common trees in towns, because their peeling bark makes them kind of pollution proof. Trees can breathe through their stem and bark, and sooty pollution in towns can actually choke them. Where are you going? They're coming at me from all angles here. So yeah, then the thing, although the chap on the left hand side just here, the green pillar, is actually a lime tree. So another fairly common town tree. Both big trees though. They're mostly pollarded, I expect, to prevent subsidence. So they do take an awful lot of moisture. Insurance companies aren't always very fond. And a big old London plane on the right there. But he's big because he's nowhere near someone's property. Less of a liability. I'll be glad to be out of the city though, back home. Where are all these people going? Where have they come from? What are they doing? Do they need to be doing what they're doing? I certainly need to be doing what I'm doing, which is going home. Alright, so contrast in the trees area. I thought it was a Robinia, but it was wrong because the branches are wrong. It turned out it was a Robinia with the Gladitia part to the bottom of it, so hence my confusion. So we are on Fishponds Road, Bristol. I've got the park on my right hand side. Looks very nice. I've never been out there and probably never will. Diesel prices are going back up, 120 a litre I see. Almost out of town. Back on the M32. This is the M32 motorway out of Bristol, heading back towards the M4. If I turn left on the M4 it takes me to Wales. If I turn right it takes me to London. So we're going to turn left a bit and then turn right, jump on the M5 motorway and go north back towards home. Black Vauxhall's trying to do, other than kill somebody. Hello? sorry, Benny. I thought you'd done. Yeah, it's all fairly simple and straightforward. What I'll do is I'll ping you a message later on if you could give me your email address. Yeah, so it's it was a 30% reduction, and I think it was a case of some of it had come out through your side and some of it had come out through his side.
Okay, so what's underneath the tree?
Sorry?
I'm interested to know what's under the tree.
Okay, there's greenhouses, an old chicken house, various structures. I didn't take any photographs, but yeah, there is some obstacles, shall we say. All right. So yeah, I thought you'd finished, so I just decided to get out of the way.
Okay, I'll text you my email address so you can just send us what your quote will be. And how soon can you do it?
Probably within the month, I expect.
Okay. Okay, mate. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Okay. Cheers. Bye.
Bye bye. What then? I think I'll give way to you. You're bigger than me. Okay, motorway's definitely getting busy now. In a mile I need to get back into the middle lane. So I'll be watching for a spot. So to get on the M5 North from the M4, you actually need to be in the middle lane. If you get in the left-hand lane, you'll end up going south on the M5. Go right on the M4, you'll end up going straight onto Welsh Wales. So to go north, you've actually got to go in the middle. M5 North, the Midlands and Gloucester. Just to catch a few out. It's not the end of the road if you go off left, because you actually can get onto the A38, half a mile down there and come back north. You can correct your mistake. But that's easy if you know the road. Not so much if you're Johnny Foreigner and haven't got a clue where you are. So phone call to father this morning first thing. Still no barn door. Apparently the machine to lift it up isn't available till later on this afternoon, which means they won't have time to do it, so it's now been put off again until tomorrow. Happy days. Snooze you lose. That's a big old tank. He's not hanging around either. Hello, the new barn. I wasn't there last time I came up here, I'm sure. Sure if that was a terribly wise place to stop and let your dog out for a pee. Nice man in the Lutz ground truck let me in. loads of yellow vehicles today. Sadly, not had Abby in the cab with me, so I got no one to bash. I'll save some up for her.